And here we go, guys. Here's me home for a few hours. Forgot my chair, so I'm camping out the back of my car. Big turnout, lots of people. Yeah, boys. Here we go, guys. Round one of the Southport Championship. Just gluing up some silvers. Bit of a wet. Hopefully we do all right. Slipping, back the slipper clutch off a little bit. Hopefully won't skid out as much. But yeah, round one of Southport Championship. Let's do this. And here we go, guys, just about to jump into qualifying round one. In practice, I was 5th fastest with a fastest lap of 31.08. The fastest guy got a fastest lap of 29.32. So 2 seconds off. Bit cautious, hardly spun. So that slipper clutch backing off. Thanks to Fuzz for the technical knowledge that he passed on to me in his hour of wisdom. So now we're going into qualifying round one. And here we go, guys. Welcome to Fulton RC, my latest racing video. As always, please drop us a like and subscribe. Most viewers of this channel aren't subscribed, and it costs you absolutely nothing, and it really helps the channel. So here we go. Today we are racing at Southport Radio Control Car Club, the heart of RC racing in the Northwest. This is round one of the Outdoor Championship. We're taking part in qualifying round one. Practice was a bit tricky. Track is can't decide if it wants to be wet or dry. Fine mist of rain coming down. One thing to note in this, I was mainly just working on the throttle control, trying to stop the back end kicking out, just seeing if I could just manage it. I was running silver mezzos on the rear, silver cut staggers on the front. I done practice with some part worn silvers, and I changed to brand new tyres at some point. I think it's after this round, put some brand new tyres on, and it improves it greatly. We do alright in the final, so that's something to look forward to. So keep an eye out for that video. So here we go with the starting grid. We've got Martin Greaves on pole, Tommy Tansley second, me third, Tony fourth, Scott fifth, Chris sixth, Jacob seventh, Andrew 8th, and Freddie in 9th. Couple of juniors in this race, so keep an eye out, see how they do. Raced against Martin before, raced against Tommy quite a few times. Scott races with his son Alex, very good driver. Always enjoy racing with Scott. Kind of like, Scott's beat me quite a few times lately. I haven't been up to my best performance, but not taking anything away from Scott. He is an awesome driver, and his son Alex is absolutely belter. So let's jump straight into it. So car number 3. Awesome to be at Southport. Always enjoy racing here.
1.
Luckily this is my local track.
3.
And off we go down the straight.
5.
Nice setup. Nice sweep in the first corner into the
7,
right.
8. 9.
Car felt very nice, to be honest with you. Feel like I finally dialed in my started to dial in that old finger that's kind of like been my Achilles heel. We're coming on to about 7 months now. I think I've finally started to tame the beast, get undercut there. I think that's Martin, I'm not too sure. Yeah, first lap is my fastest lap, so that's a bit of a worry. First lap is a 30.26. Backed off to slipper clutch a little bit as well, thanks to Fuzz for giving me the little reminder of these little adjustments you make to your car. The tabletop, I pretty much nailed it in most of these races. Instead of like approaching it from a distance with speed, I just give it a blip just as I was about to reach it. So we spun out. Lap 2 is a 31.16. So you can see the track's got a lot of moss and stuff on it. Still needs to be the car's going over it will kind of like get rid of it once it gets bedded in a little bit. So it hasn't been run on for probably a good 4 or 5 months, something like that. Yeah, round we go. Lap 3 is a 32.36. So my speed's not off, but I'm definitely not spinning out as much. I enjoy I kind of enjoy damp conditions, especially after driving my 4-wheel drive in damp conditions. Just give me a bit more confidence, a bit more knowledge of what the car's capable of. So
the running order
decent
at
over the tabletop
is 4, 5, 1, 7, 2, 3, 9, 6, 8.
So I'm currently in 6th, and lap 4 was a 30.87. Very slippy on that corner there, as you can see, skidding out. Undercut the car, get the tabletop wrong, pushing it, getting impatient, not chilling out and just letting the car do its thing. Round we go. Car crashes out on the straight. I end up on the wrong side of the track. Luckily the marshal was looking what was going on. Lap 5 is a 33.89. Round we go. Nearly get the car on its roof. That green car behind is Jacob. Races with his dad. Oh, Jacob Lowry. Around we go, he gets past. But racing against the clock, it's all about getting them fast lap times in. Hopefully he can get put in a decent final. Car skids out, but I managed to correct it. Lap 6 is the slow one, 36.70. But overall, at the end of the day, I got a decent result in the championship. And hopefully by the end of the championship we'll have our best result yet. I started midway through the last championship, so wasn't really in contention to do anything, but this one hopefully I'll be doing all of them. So lap 7 is a 30.99. But I feel like the car's nicely dialed in.
4 minutes is 4, 5, 1, 2, 6, 7, 3, 9, 8.
So we'll drop down to 7th. Just a little bit of throttle. Flip it onto the tabletop. The car's tussling. Lap 8 is a 32.45.
Sorry.
Oh, that's unfortunate. My mistake. Not much I could do about it. The car kind of skidded out. Very tricky conditions. Pity I didn't get to run my 4-wheel drive. The next time I'll be running my 4-wheel drive is at the regionals next weekend. So stay tuned for that. First regionals, about 150 drivers are going to be there. Lap 9 is a 32.93. There goes the timer. So reduce the timing on the motor. It's running at about 25 degrees and I feel quite happy with it. Also change the drive frequency on the ESC. So I think the cold weather affected a lot of my ball joints, because this weekend I had a lot of things popping off. Also because you're skidding out and kind of like colliding with things. And lap 10 is a 38.40. At least we got it home in one piece. So on to the results. Tony won it with 11 laps and the fastest lap at 27.45. He was flying. Martin second with 10 laps and the fastest lap at 28.91. Scott, the guy that stood next to me, was third with 10 laps and the fastest lap at 27.95. Tommy was fourth, 10 laps and the fastest lap at 29.72. Jacob was fifth with 10 laps and the fastest lap at 29.74. Chris was sixth with 10 laps and the fastest lap at 29.65. I was seventh with 10 laps and the fastest lap at 30.26. Freddie was eighth with 10 laps and the fastest lap at 28.79. And Andrew must have retired on 9 laps and the fastest lap at 30.88. So Tony was kind of like just under 3 seconds faster than me on his fastest lap. Just goes to show just how much speed is out there. And if you've got a fast car and you can belt it down that straight, you're going to save yourself a lot of time. But anyway, on to the lap times. first lap was my quickest one, which is, you know, that makes you scratch your head. Lap 2 was, yeah, kind of like low 30s was the kind of like average was 33 bang on. Best 10 was 33 bang on. The best was a 30-26. So kind of like low 30s is where I'm kind of at. So on to the overall championship standings after round 1. Chris Evanson's winning it, Andy Wood's 2nd, Kevin Hodgson 3rd, Elliot Horn 4th, Tony Lomas 5th, Pete Hastings 6th, Tony Parr 7th, Dave Scouse 8th, James Burgess 9th, and Philip Swinton in 10th. You see your name if we race against each other. There's Scott, number 15. Well done, Scott, man. Right up there, boy. Yep, so here we are, down in 46. The 46th spot out of 63 drivers. So Michael Finchetti must have had an incident and not run. He only managed 3 laps. So he might have been the only guy to retire round 1. So Lady Luck wasn't looking down on him. But anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, thanks very much for tuning in. I shall see you in the next one. Oh.